handbook cover, which had a very strong-looking alpha tiger with a alpha sweater on. It was very cute. We've lost the tiger somewhere along the way. We're going to have to get a tiger back. This is our handbook now. But those documents told me a lot about how things got started. There were rumblings in the state in the late 70s about starting gifted education, and laws were passed. Circleville was one of the first districts to actually pursue a grant. Again, all the grants that Mr. McMahon was talking about, this is another benefit Circleville has had from pursuing a grant. They pursued a grant to investigate the possibility of starting a gifted program here. And there were 4 people who were very instrumental in doing the legwork on that. That was Roger Wolf, who was the superintendent at the time, Don Metzler, who was the curriculum director, Dan Chrismer, who was our new school psychologist, and Dan is still with us, still working with those, testing those gifted kids today, and a lot of other students, and Eugene Metzler. And I had invited Don and Eugene to be my guest this morning, not knowing that I was going to be speaking. So Eugene is here, Dan is sick, sorry, and Don is otherwise engaged, but I would like to take a moment to recognize Eugene and thank her for starting, being one of the shepherds of our gifted program. Yes, he is important. It's just like the cable company. We'll be there between 8 and 5, so don't leave your house. You're somewhat chained to it. But I do appreciate that you're here, and I appreciate your efforts to get the program started. One of the things that I wanted to let everyone know about, and I'm so glad to have this opportunity, is the events that we have planned for this year. We are going to try to have an Alpha Fair reunion. We do still have the Alpha Fair that Eugene started so many years ago. And we would like to invite alumni back for that. Andrea Bigham, who is one of our gifted intervention specialists, is constructing a Facebook page, and we're hoping to have that up soon where we can update people and they can interact with us and we can give them new information as it comes and develops. But we would love to have some of our alumni from those early programs. So if you know anyone who was in a gifted program, whether Alpha, in the beginning or recently in college now, please tell them to contact me. You can write my email address right by my name here on your program. It's Deborah.Payne, and Deborah is spelled D-E-B-R-A. Payne is P-A-Y-N-E, at cvcsd.com. I would love to hear from them. We are having a float. Our programs will be featured on the float this year for the school. We will be in the Tuesday night parade. We're still working out if we're going to be in additional ones. But we would love to have some alumni on our float and walking behind our float, representing some of the programs that we've had in the extracurricular activities over the years. So if you have any knowledge of any of those people, please have them contact me. And thanks so much for your attention.
At this time, I'd like to call up our former CHS principal and now grants administrator assigned to us through TIE at the ESC. John is primarily responsible for administering the Race to the Top, the OLAB TIF, and the Safe and Preparation grants. John, thank you.
Good morning, and thank you for attending our educational forum. Again, my name is Jonathan Keenley, and I was the principal here at CHS for the last few years, and now I have the great privilege to work with Mr. McMahon over in district office as our district grants administrator. So basically what that means is I help to write grants, and then I help to administer or oversee the grants that we actually get. My main job is to oversee our Race to the Top grant and our Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund grant. Those are the two biggies. Each of these is a 5-year grant. They run concurrently, they run together, and we are currently in the beginning of year 2. The combined purpose of these grants, as Mr. McMahon alluded to earlier, is to improve student growth and achievement by ensuring that all Circleville teachers and administrators are able to work collaboratively and creatively to use student data to improve our teaching practices and therefore our student improvement. The goal of this, and you can visit the Race to the Top website on ODE's webpage, is to implement a world-class 21st century education system in which all students will graduate with a sense of purpose and prepared to succeed in college and a career and life in general. Race to the Top grants were awarded to approximately a dozen states by the United States Department of Education, including Ohio. Most of the 600 or so districts in Ohio are full participants in Race to the Top. It's about 538. And however, only 24 districts, only 24 districts in the state are participants in the Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund. So we are special. As a district, we can be very proud of our efforts. For several years, Circleville has been a leader in school improvement, and we are truly ahead of the curve in many ways. In fact, we are the only district in Pickaway County and in our region of the state to be both a Race to the Top and Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund district. An outgrowth of Race to the Top, the Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund is unique in that it is not merit pay. That's the first question I get from many people. Oh, good, you're instituting a merit pay program. No, we're not. It's different. Instead, this fund serves as a form of strategic compensation. It's an incentive for teachers and administrators that allows us, based on our data, to identify and share with each other in a professional and collaborative setting the best practices and the effective instructional strategies for improving student growth and achievement. Circleville's incentive fund is designed to specifically focus our efforts on achieving our 3 district goals, as Mr. McMahon mentioned, that are printed in our program. And again, focus on our reading, math, and graduation rates. And we do this by providing targeted professional development for our teachers that are based on walkthroughs conducted by administrators and by teachers for each other. We do this by encouraging, facilitating, and recognizing student growth. And
sorry for the interruption, but this time, would students who are registered for the Muskingum representative, she is here, they should now come to the school auditorium for the Muskingum presentation. Thank you.
Is that any of you guys? No? Good. Okay. And we also do this by fostering effective and meaningful teacher leadership. We want teachers to take some ownership of these efforts as well. As we have worked with our teachers to develop our award model, we were repeatedly reminded that most educators did not get into this business for the money. Rather, our primary motivation lies in making a positive difference in the lives of our students. With this in mind, we realized that setting up a merit pay system was not likely to produce the results that we wanted, but that setting up a strategic compensation system that focuses on and then incentivizes the great things that many of our teachers already do every day, that just might have the desired impact. The Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund allows us to create a supportive climate that recognizes our best teachers for their successes and accomplishments. At the end of the day, the focus is still on our students, and the incentive is a meaningful award for a job well done. As a district, we expect the Race to the Top and the Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund to be successful. And we are already beginning conversations around how to sustain these grants beyond the 2014-15 school year. Please contact Mr. McMahon or myself if you're interested in learning more about either of these exciting programs. And thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I want to thank all of you again for being with us this morning. Hopefully you've learned some things about our district that maybe you didn't already know. Thank you to our ladies in the back who put on this breakfast this morning. Thanks to our students who came and got out of class and got breakfast. Sherry Burns said that's what it was all about. Was breakfast. And thanks to Todd Stevens, who's representing the school board this morning at this. So thank you all for being here, and have a great day, and have a great weekend, and go Bucks.